Hi, are you tired of repeating the same mistake over and over? Are you trapped in a particular sin that you've exhausted all human effort to no avail? Are you stuck in addiction even though you are tired yet don't seem to come out? Well, there is hope for you. Today I'll be sharing with you the principle of Jesus Christ in dealing with human weaknesses. And I guarantee you, if you give this your utmost heart, you will give those habits a technical knockout. Alright, Recorder David one more time, Senior Pastor WRCC. Today I'll be sharing with you on the principle of Jesus in dealing with human weaknesses. And the verse is found in Matthew chapter 5, verses 27, and it says, Ye have heard that it was said of them of the old, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, whosoever looketh unto a woman to lust after her, had already committed adultery with her in his heart. Here, the principle of Jesus Christ is quite clear. He is teaching us that we don't just act. Before we act, we've already acted. In fact, our actions has two dimensions. There is the virtual action and there is the actual action. The virtual action happens in our mental realm. And when we allow thought float in our mental realm, they travel down to our actual realm. In fact, quite technically, we rehearse in our mental realm what we do in the actual realm. And Jesus is teaching here that the reason why our action seems to take us all away is that we do not seem to understand the impact of our virtual actions. Of course, the virtual action happens in our mental realm, and Jesus is comparing the virtual action as having the same weight, same impact, and same consequences with the actual reality. Of course, what we do in the actual has already been performed in the virtual. We can't do something on the actual except it had been performed on the virtual. And so what does that tell you? That tells you that no one just wakes up in the morning and starts shooting people. That has been a virtual program running in their mind. People don't just wake up and start killing. There is a virtual program called hatred that has run in their mind. People don't just wake up in the morning and steal. There is a virtual program called greed that has been running in their mind. People don't just wake up to do things. And Jesus is teaching us here that if you could capture the virtual program running in your mind before they come on the outside, that you will give them a technical knockout, kill them before they kill you. In other words, nobody just masturbates. Nobody is just taking in lust. Nobody is just taking in or caught up in the sin of adultery or fornication for no reason. No, something has happened here. You have just allowed your mind to run endlessly on its own course. Why? Because you were not paying attention or to understand that the actual and the virtual has the same impact and the same consequences. Good news. The question is there any remedy? Yes. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 5 give us a classic warfare on how to deal with the mental battle. And it says, casting down imagination and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. So what do you do when those thoughts come? You cast it down. And here is another deal I want to make you. You don't just fight defensive battle. Be on the attack. Be on the offensive. Now, how do you be on offensive? By renewing your mind, uploading good thoughts, thinking on good patterns, uploading the words of Jesus in your mental realm. And you will realize that often a time, those things will just travel from the mental realm to the actual realm. And you will see yourself doing those things you've already stored in the outside, just like a computer-generated word, garbage in, garbage out. You cannot do on the outside what you didn't put on the inside. I hope that bless you.